Hello YouTube, welcome one and all, and welcome back to Valkyria Chronicles 4 with myself and MrMaxwell.
Hello.
We are at the headquarters because there's no order to learn.
I don't think there's much left, you know.
There's around about 3-4 chapters left.
Oh! You know, considering, like, how long ago it was when we started this.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Hey, Minerva. You alright? It's not like you to leave your food untouched.
Yeah, Minerva.
Oh, Claude. Good timing. Here, take my bread.
What?
Okay.
You're not gonna eat it? Well, if you insist. Ow! This isn't bread, it's a rock!
Clearly, someone's...
It's bread, all right. And it's all we've got today. Now do you see the problem?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just tell him that's the problem? Why don't you make him eat
Because
it?
it's Minerva.
I suggested we quit while we're ahead, but Lieutenant Victor insists that we clean our plates regardless.
But of course, balanced nutrition is part and parcel with a knightly code of conduct.
Clearly.
You are correct there, Minerva.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one.
I mean, to be honest, you're still holding a petty thing against Claude, which is not knightly.
No.
Well, at this rate, you'll be the knights with no teeth. Wonder if it's softer on the inside. I know! I'll break it open with a wrench. Yeah!
That makes it no longer edible.
Nuts! I thought if there was just one weak spot, I could crack the whole thing open.
Clearly not.
No weaknesses. This role has better defenses than the Federation itself.
How can I slice up the Empire if I can't at least manage to break bread? You're toast, you loathsome loaf!
I don't think the two are mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
Rise to the
I
challenge,
don't think they're the
Lieutenant
same
Victor.
thing.
You mustn't give up.
This is very
Ronald,
strange.
you're not helping things.
No.
Huh. If soft spots are encrusted with armor, even a humble loaf of bread can become unbreakable. It reminds me of... tanks!
You're welcome?
Yeah, I'm with
Yeah.
Ronald on this
To be
one.
honest, this is a trope for Valkyria Chronicles. Some of the weirdest things come up with how you get our orders.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, granted,
Fine
the first
idea.
one...
Perhaps the greatest since sliced bread.
Oh dear.
Can we stop with breadcrumbs? We've already
The
got.
first
Kai's
one
on
was just an
breadcrumbs.
old guy that said, "Hey, I have an order to teach you."
Yes. No way am I still in a graveyard as well.
Yeah.
That's-
Well, he was a war veteran.
yeah, I know,
But
but
anyway.
he was always in the graveyard. That's creepy.
Let's go into a reason to fight. I'm expecting Riley to be riled up, shall we
Pissed?
say?
Pissed?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
Right, Belgar. Just a quick point here. This has already happened in Gallia, on the Gallian border.
He probably does, but he didn't get to see it.
Ah, that's very true.
He
But
seems
still,
like one of those people
still,
who just like...
Still, the report should have been enough for him to go, yes.
Yeah, but I know.
How could
but, like,
anything be so perfectly?
see, look at him.
achingly
He looks like he's
beautiful?
just like
It's heaven's
he's having an
light,
orgasm. with
the
that.
light of creation. An earthborn sun, crafted by human hands. A beacon of hope to light the path of mankind.
Nukes! Nukes!
Nut job.
He's a nut job, but he's on about nukes.
Yes, he's on about it.
You've done it, Al. Albert Miller, my dearest friend. Your final gift, this great Promethean fire you left behind, will change the world!
Oh, God.
No. No. I am the one who will change this world as Al's friend. It is my privilege, my right.
Okay.
Yes, I will be the one to finally grant your wish. Only I ever truly understood you, Al. I was your friend, and so I work in your stead.
You're talking about Riley's dad.
I will see it done.
Well, that was
Weird.
informative.
Clearly. Not
Eh?
cryptic whatsoever.
That was informative.
Angie. Why?
Well,
The boat needs to move, Riley.
Huh? That wasn't there before. Is that a letter?
Hope she's written a letter out for you.
This handwriting.
yeah, it's Angie.
What did you say this ship's running on?
The little girl's Valkyria power.
I'm
It's
on
running on
Riley's
her.
side, so this would be weird for me.
Yes.
I beg your pardon?
What?
What?
the hell's that supposed to mean?
Yes, exactly.
Angie's just a little girl. What do you mean she's powering the ship?
She's a Valkyria.
Exactly.
It's not just the Centurion. The Cavalier, the Comet, all the ships were the same. Our ship runs on Angie's power. The power of the Valkyria.
And now a moment of reckoning. I think it's coming.
Yeah.
Valkyria?
Yes. The main reactor is fueled by a Valkyria. Each ship was assigned one. On paper, they're civilian contractors.
Oh!
They're kids!
No, right. Here's the thing, right? Right. In lore, in order to awaken a Valkyria's power, you have to literally almost kill them.
Which I would assume putting them in an engine would...
Yes, but the thing is, alright, is that not every single one that could be a Valkyria survives.
Yes, but
the
we don't
process.
know how many people they put in this engine.
That's very true. But
The civilian contractors. Like that makes it okay.
there's a reason why I look at the Federation with skepticism. Ladies and gentlemen, the evidence before you. Yeah, the Federation are not that nice. They never have been. I have to admit, I do like the fact that they've kept that.
Yeah.
Because they could have just literally gone, we'll make these guys the good guys now.
Yeah.
And it's like, no. The higher-ups in the Federation, they're just as big a dicks as the Empire.
No, they're dicks. They're just not as big a dicks as the Empire.
No, they are.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes. Kidnapping the sovereign of an independent nation to put it under their protection in order to get the resources of said independent nation.
It's better than outright racism
That is true, but also...
and genocidal stuff.
Yes, but the Federation also are not exactly chummy with the Dawsons.
I suppose.
There was quite a lot of, like, this is basically, like, pre-World War II Europe with the Jews.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Okay? It didn't matter. It was just the fact that, like, the Empire are upfront about it.
I suppose.
And the one assigned to the Centurion is named Angie. Angelica Farnaby.
Don't tell me your full name.
Oh, God.
This makes me
damn
feel
it.
bad. Makes me even worse.
Game. I'm gonna demand this once. At the end of this game, that little girl has to be out of the engine.
Yeah, she has to be happy and
Okay?
living with Riley.
Okay?
Right?
I'm getting enough, you know, oh my god, I feel so sorry from Final Fantasy VII Remake. With Wedge, Biggs, and Jesse.
Wait, hold on. Just what is a Valkyria? I heard they're descendants of the ancient Valkyrer, who protected this land a long time ago.
Oh no, they didn't. No, they didn't. They just conquered and pillaged and destroyed all the Dartan rulers at the time, and then, as all victors do, rewrote history to make them look like the good guys.
I've already been told that the Empire's weaponizing them, and that the Winter Witch is one specialized for combat. But you're saying the Federation has their own Valkyria? Not even as weapons, but as living batteries?
Oh god.
I don't know which one's worse.
That's correct. Angelica has been modified to act as a power source.
I mean, that's one
She's
way
like a
of putting it.
10-year-old kid.
By exposing herself to Ragnite, she can generate energy far beyond conventional compression.
Oh, that's gonna have negative consequences, isn't it?
She alone can produce enough energy to power this entire cruiser.
Just build a bigger engine! Jesus Christ, dude!
That's why the restricted area was so heavily guarded. You're using a human being. You locked a little girl in the reactor of a military ship.
That is my reaction.
Yeah. Hey, what the
While
fuck,
she
dude?
volunteered for this, she signed a waiver agreeing
She's
that she
10!
and her life belong to the military.
She signed a waiver.
She is 10! I don't know exact age, but like, there is no way on this. God green earth she could be of consenting age, you...
Okay, you know what?
Claude?
No, hold on. The balls for them to be like, but she signed a waiver. I gotta give them props.
There's no way that could be legitimate.
Yes.
Exactly.
On the contrary, it's a legally binding contract, just like the one you signed when you enlisted.
Except Claude's an adult. I mean, granted, anime adult, which means around about, 21, max. But still, he's
probably-
still an adult.
He's probably about 15. Let's be honest, he's probably about 15.
He's still an adult. I mean, Angie is a child, even in anime terms.
Yeah.
It was an accident that she left the main reactor and met you all, and suffered amnesia at that. But once she remembered her duty, she returned to the main reactor of her own volition.
Right, okay, first things first. There's a massive hole in your plan, your theory, right? Angie only did it because she has made friends and wants to make sure they don't get hurt
Or die.
or die. That's why she did it. That's why she went into the... It's not like she didn't really have a choice. I doubt she had a choice at the first time. The first time you shoved her into that reactor and plugged her into it through her back, which looked, by the way, extremely painful.
Alright.
How is this even possible?
Because the Federation are just as big at dicks as the Empire. They're just not as openly dicks as the Empire. At least the Empire's like, we want your stuff, we're gonna invade.
And we don't like you, so we're gonna kill you.
Yeah. The Federation's like, no, we're just gonna do things behind your back.
She and all the others volunteered for this initiative. They're doing whatever they can for their homeland.
She's 10.
Please, please, someone punch him. I know Brian's basically just reading off a goddamn script right now. He probably doesn't 100% agree with it himself. But, someone needs to be punched really hard for this.
But both the Cavalier and the Comet are gone.
Indeed, Valkyria's fates are tied to their ships. They knew the risks.
She's
How?
10.
She's a child!
And we have no idea how old the other two were. There's
The
a
immense
huge
propulsion
chance that
power
they
of
were
the snow
10 as
cruisers
well.
would be unattainable without Valkyrian support.
Okay. I understand.
Build
But why does she have to
a
be
bigger
10?
engine. Right, here's the thing, right? The pictures we've seen of that engine room, there's an awful lot of space.
Yeah.
Ships, their engines tend to be crammed in as best they can while still allowing access, which means they pick the biggest engine possible.
Well, okay, so let's put this down as they can't do it without the Valkyrian support,
Yeah.
right? Okay. You telling me you couldn't get somebody older than Angie?
Clearly not. No.
And nobody went, you know what, this seems a bit iffy.
Yes.
We're sticking a small
those
child
people-
into an engine.
Those people weren't part of this program because the moment they said anything like that, they were kicked out of it.
And Operation Cygnus is impossible without these ships. This plan has been in the works for a long time.
Yeah, which means Angie was even younger when she agreed to
Exactly! This is my point!
I knew it. This was already being prepared even before Operation Northern Cross.
Right, so here's the question. Where are Angie's parents?
Most likely she was, it's going to be she was orphaned.
Yes,
Seal.
most likely. However, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Sylvana is a... I'm going to get her name wrong every time I pronounce it. But anyway, in the first one, both Valkyria, the Empire one and Alicia, they were orphans.
Yes.
They were both orphans. Which meant Alicia didn't know who her parents were. She just picked her name when she got to legal age, right? I think it's her surname or something. I can't remember. But, right, there was never oh yeah, we know this is her name, right? They know her full name.
That might be, Farnaby might not be her last name though.
What
we could have.
You're giving the Federation the credit it does not deserve.
That's true. That's true. We could have, there is a chance that maybe her mum was a Valkyria.
Yeah, right. The Valkyria line is always through the females.
Well, yeah, I know that. That's why I'm saying her mum was a Valkyria.
Yeah.
Right? And they had her mum.
Possibly. Or... Now, I'm not going to say they did do this, but I wouldn't put it past them, because it's the Federation, and they're dicks. They could have potentially killed her parents.
Very true, they could have.
But anyway.
Correct. The United States of Vinland developed these ships and their tech. They are the hidden orchestrators of Cygnus.
Oh, the United States. Now, of Vinland. What a surprise.
This is insane. How deep does this rabbit hole go?
Very deep.
Wait, have we just found a new bloody faction?
No, the United States of Finland are like the United States.
Yeah.
They're just they're more closely they're closely tied to the Federation. Basically.
Yeah.
Are you going to abandon the mission then? Would you betray your allies just to take the moral high ground?
Yes.
I would basically turn the ship around and take it home. I'd go, do you know what? No, I would do even better. There's a country called Gallia that's no longer at war and is neutral. Guess where we're going?
Yeah.
Betray my allies?
For every day we move forward on the Crystal Sea, our allies on land are retreating from the Empire.
What?
As we speak, the Federation's death toll keeps on growing.
Well, that's your own fault for relying on one type of ship.
Yeah.
Operation Northern Cross is a lost cause. The Cygnus fleet is the only hope we have of ending this war.
It's a boat now. It's not a fleet.
And here we are, 2 days from the Imperial capital.
You're gonna guilt trip it?
3 at most, even with combat.
Then you plan on storming the enemy's capital with Angie still hooked up to the main reactor.
Why do I have a bad feeling that the plan involves getting the ship into the capital
and blowing it up,
and then blowing the ship?
That's correct. Claude, do you believe the captain will wake up from this?
I think we have bigger things to talk about right now.
I can only hope so.
We'll need a decision. Soon. Who else could make that call without being swayed by emotion? Please, Captain. We need you to wake up.
I suppose they're doing the needs of the many.
New episode has been added.
Oh.
That little girl was moving the ship? All this time it was her?
Yes.
Yep.
What is this shit? Is this supposed to be a joke?
Unfortunately not, no.
I would still be in Raz's point. I would still
She
be
was
there,
smiling.
like, what?
Huh?
Angie, she was smiling. She said she had to go back to where she belonged.
Then the door closed, and she was locked inside. She was looking at me until the main reactor came on. She was smiling the whole time.
You think she wanted this?
I think she wanted to save us, and that was the only way.
But she's just a goddamn kid.
Yep. I know, Raz.
We're using this child as a tool of war?
Yep. Which means that you don't have the moral high ground of you're the good guys anymore, unfortunately.
Read this.
Oh, here we go. Angie's letter.
To my favorite big sis Riley. First, I want to say I'm sorry. I wanted to tell you what I really am, but I just couldn't. When I got on the ship, I signed a piece of paper.
Yeah!
She doesn't even know what she
It
signed.
had a lot of big words, but it said the military would take care of my family after I'm gone.
Yeah, the plan is to sail into the capital
Get
and
a
blow up. That's the plan! Ladies and gentlemen,
It's not a very good plan.
ladies and gentlemen, evidence, once again, that the Federation are just as much as dicks as the Empire.
Let's be straight up. That's not a good plan.
No, it's a terrible plan.
That's an
After
awful
that, I
plan.
drank some medicine, and it tasted really bad, and I got really sleepy.
That's even worse. They basically knocked her out, shoved it in there, and plugged her in while she was unconscious. At least the second time she voluntarily,
Yeah, she knew what she was doing.
in quotation marks, volunteered. You know, the whole thing of like, well, if I don't do this, my friends are all gonna die.
Yeah.
Volunteer.
And then I was in the Forbidden Sector, and the whole time I was in there, I was dreaming. It was a really scary dream. Lots of people were fighting. They got hurt and died. So when I woke up, and I met all of you, and everyone was so kind to me, I've never felt happier in my life. Even though there's a war going on outside, the ship is like a really big house with a really big family.
So, my reaction to all this, if I was in here, in it, would be literally like the response to after all the spiel comes out and all the reasons why we can't, she has to stay in there. I would literally like, right, okay, we're going to continue with the plan. We're going to take the capital. We are going to capture the capital, end this war, and then we're taking that little girl out of this goddamn engine.
It is. It's a very strange plan.
It's like, and if it means getting in contact with that goddamn Valkyria on their side, because she knocked her out the last time, granted, probably not intentionally, but I'm pretty sure we could figure out something.
But I have a family back home, too. There's my papa, and one little sister, and 2 little brothers.
Oh, don't make these feel even worse now.
Papa just drinks all day and doesn't go to work. That's why we didn't have any money.
Oh dear.
But then men in uniforms came to my village. They told us to take an aptitude test.
Yeah.
This just gets worse.
And that's how I learned I could be a Valkyria. I could be useful.
Yeah, as a living battery. I mean, you know.
I mean, there's worse things.
True. That's not exactly a large list, though.
No, it's not, but that's not the point.
So I made a promise with the soldiers. They'd give Papa money and help my sister and brothers go to school. And in return, I'd go away on this ship.
Angie, I'm going to be honest with you. You don't give a drunk money.
What?
Don't do it.
To tell you the truth, I really didn't want to do it. I wanted to stay home with my family. But if I didn't help, they told me a lot of happy families would be sad.
Oh,
And
so
lots
they
of
guilted
people
her.
would be hurt.
Yep. Oh yeah, like I say, the Federation of Dicks. This is the theme of this
They
video.
said it was my duty to help, So I decided it was the right thing to do.
Duty.
But you know what? I actually kind of liked being here.
Thanks for your input there, Kai.
I think I learned something from everybody on the ship. I learned what it means to protect someone you love. And I learned why this war has to end. So I'm going back to the place where I belong. I'm really proud that I could help protect everyone. Thank you, Riley. And tell everyone else thanks, too. Goodbye.
I mean, do the Federation deserve to win this war?
Holy shit.
Yeah, you have
What
to
the
pause
hell
there,
is
don't
this?
you?
This feels like a Gundam moment.
Yeah.
You know the moment when you realize that, hold on, the Earth Federation
The Earth Federation
are not exactly as good as they're made out to be.
Yeah. At least one thing, because I played Valkyria Chronicles. One, I knew the Federation.
I knew the Federation weren't great. I didn't think they were this bad.
As soon as Angie came out, as soon as when we saw where we found Angie, I was like, oh, this is what they're doing. Yeah.
I kind of had a feeling, but I was just like, nah, let's just keep going. Let's see where this goes.
I had an inkling,
Yeah.
and it's just like, yeah. It's one of those where you know that you couldn't put it, you wouldn't be able to put it past that they wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to say, oh, they clearly wouldn't do. They're not that bad. I was like, nah, the Federation aren't that bad.
Claude, this operation's over. We're taking Angie and we're getting the hell out of here.
Oh my God,
If
Raz!
we do that, this ship will stop dead in its tracks. They'd never make it to the Imperial capital.
You think I give a shit?
I'm on
What the
Raz's
hell
side.
kind
Can't
of
believe I'm
victory
saying
is
this.
worth killing an innocent girl? Riley, you feel the same way, right? Oh, come on, Kai, say something.
I think I finally see why my brother left the Federation.
Kai, I mean, Forseti. He knew about this?
Yeah. Which makes his actions, while understandable, less forgiving because he knew there were Valkyria on those ships.
Yeah, he knew what they were going to do.
Always avoided saying anything outright.
Yeah, can you imagine what would have happened if he had just blurted out, like, when he came back after being shot, like, hi, guys,
we gotta go.
We gotta go. We all gotta go. The Federation are doing terrible shit to people.
Yeah.
All he'd tell me is that the Federation had been twisted.
Yeah, after seeing this shit, I'd say the same thing.
I still disagree with him joining the Empire, though. That
Yeah,
still doesn't.
I
make
would
sense.
literally be like, hey guys, you know there's a place called Gallia that just fought off the
No,
Empire.
they're all from Gallia.
Exactly.
Why don't we just go home?
There's our home place called Gallia. They kind of just won against the Federation. There's a peace treaty and all that sort of shit. We could just turn around and... There's not many of the Navy left here. We could easily mutiny and take over this thing, turn the ship around, head off to friggin' Gallia, and stay there.
Get
I mean,
Angie out of the engine room.
granted, Gallia would then be in the middle of an international incident between it and the Federation, just after a very expensive and costly war against the
Gallia
Empire.
defended itself against the Empire. I think it can handle
Yes,
the Federation.
but right now, Gallia doesn't have an army. It blew up
Yeah, that's true.
at the Fortress of Galahiro.
Well, the militia seem to do all right.
I can't take this.
But that's it.
You see
It's
what they've
just
done to
the
her?
militia.
Hey,
I
put
know.
Welkin in a tank
It's
with Alicia, and you
unforgivable,
are sorted.
Kai?
But in this moment, all I know for sure is that Angie is fighting harder than any of us.
Look, you make a pledge. We get this done. The mission, we succeed in the mission. No failure. No more.
Yeah.
Failure is not an option. And once we succeed and the war is over, we get Angie out of that goddamn engine.
Angie wants peace. She chose this path herself.
Choose is a very strong word.
Yeah, she was kind of goaded
She's
into that.
fighting her own battle, her own war, in the blue fires of that reactor.
No,
All
she
we can
is the
do
blue
for her
fire.
now is fight at her side.